What's up, gamers? I'm here with a quick video today because we got to talk about this Anbernic RG Slide. It was just announced yesterday, actually, so I'm a little late on it, but I was taking some time with the family yesterday, went to an amusement park and just had some fun, made some memories. But here it is. It's kind of a strange trailer because there's a lot of choppiness in the frame rate when they're doing this Forza Horizon shot here, and it's all stretched over this 4x3 display. This trailer is mostly about the display, actually. It appears to be, decently bright, 120 hertz refresh rate, but it's 4x3, which is, very different from a modern cell phone. And so they have some of these images really stretched across the display. Even Genshin Impact looks stretched to me. So they took that 16:9 content and stretched it out over 4x3. But then they're showing, PS2 emulation. They didn't talk about the chipset in here yet, but I'm assuming it's the same as the 557, so the Dimensity 8300, which I just shot a review for, and I'll have that up in a week or two. My scheduling is real weird because the Nintendo Switch 2 is coming out, and there's only so much time in the day, and I have a day job, and so I'm trying to figure all that out. But this is the best look at it we get. They don't spin it around, so we haven't seen the back of this yet, but you can see the layout there. And there's a big part of me, after playing with some of these other clamshells, I think that this will be comfortable to hold. And we sort of get some clips here, of the gameplay. It looks like everything's very reachable. It even, from what we can tell here, looks like the sticks have a pretty good range of motion, even though they're set down inside the shell there. I like that it has forward firing stereo speakers. I think that that's going to be really great to have. But let's just look at the description here real quick. You've got a 4.7 inch customized BOE display, utilizes low temperature polycrystalline silicone technology, offering a 4x3 aspect ratio at 1280 by 960 with 120 hertz refresh rate, 1200:1 contrast ratio, and 500 nits max brightness. It's a multi-touch display. It can play PS2, Wii, GameCube, Dreamcast, and provides a 2x pixel-to-pixel display for those systems. For N64 and PS1, it offers a 4x pixel-to-pixel display, and Sega Master System games are rendered at 5x pixel-to-pixel. Arcade games can be viewed in a pixel-to-pixel display format. So it sounds like they spent a lot of time thinking about the display and how you would upscale things on it, which I guess is what makes the trailer even more interesting to me, that you see these frame dips. Now they're streaming this over the cloud, so that might be part of that, but that's the first thing they show, and so it was just off-putting to me because the very first thing they show has all this lag in it, and then they move on to talk about 120 hertz display rate. So I'm definitely interested to see more. We need to see more, and we did get another video from Nitrix. I don't know who this person is. They always seem to have these things before anybody else. And so there they are, somebody, they're filming somebody playing this thing, the white version here. And do they have stick caps on there? Or does the white version have black sticks? No, those are white. So I guess they got some stick caps on top of these. I don't know. Maybe it's just a pre-production model. And then there they close it. And then they've got some screenshots here side by side. Where's the 406V? So you can see the screen is bigger than the 406V, and the device is actually, I guess, more compact. It doesn't look like it's taller here, or thicker, I mean. And there's the 406H and the RG Cube. So again, bigger screen, but more compact design. And there you can see the 16:9 ratio on those three screens. And on the Cube, that 16:9 content really it gets pretty small on the Cube on those square displays. On the 4x3 display, it's not as bad, but you can see here that extra 0.7 inches, you can tell that this is, let me zoom in here. You can tell a difference between the 4-inch display on the 406H and the 4.7-inch display on the RG Slide. This is a bigger image, and so that extra screen real estate I think is going to matter to a lot of people. And of course this will be running Android, but that's about all that we know about the system so far. They usually do a thing on this last little part of their trailers where they spin the device around and show you the back. They didn't do that here, so I am curious to see how thick this really is. But regardless, the main takeaway here is that this is going to be a pocketable Nintendo GameCube and PlayStation 2. There won't be any sticks protruding out, making it difficult to slide in and out of your pocket. A pocketable PS2 and GameCube that has physical controls. Now personally, do I wish they had gone with a 16:9 display? Yes, I do, and they probably will in the future. We know Anbernic, they like to do variations on these things. But that aside, I do think for retro gaming, there's a lot to be excited about here, and I'm very interested to know more. But let me know your thoughts and questions in the comments below. Are you excited for the RG Slide? Why or why not? I'd love to hear your thoughts. But stay kind and encouraging out there, and I'll catch you on the flippity flip.